Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. In yesterday's video, I highlighted to you that what we see here could just be a so-called ending diagonal in a C wave of a wave 2. Yeah, remember we did highlight that we came up in 5 waves of those 10th of March lows, completed probably a basically an impulse to the upside, and that we were waiting for a decline. Now we see that decline at the moment. It is good what we see here. Yeah, also in terms of depth of the decline, I would like to see one more low ideally. Sometimes it doesn't happen, but ideally in a wave 2, I want to see the 50% Fibonacci retracement in an ideal world. So far we haven't seen that. But still, I'm happy with the count. Yeah. Ideally one more low, as I said, and an ending diagonal would allow for that. What is off here a little bit is that, for example, Bitcoin isn't really coming down. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin has also basically barely touched the 38.2 Fib level. So from a Fib point of view, that's fine. But Ethereum just seems to be coming more clearly in a 3-wave structure. The thing that I'm seeing here is a lot of the altcoins either have enough waves in or are just about to make one more low. That would fit into the idea that ETH also could just be doing one more low. With Bitcoin, for example, I just mentioned it because normally they tend to move together, even not always in the same wave count, but they tend to move together. Here with with Bitcoin, I can only count basically a 1-2 setup in the wave C. So again, I'm still, as I said in the Bitcoin video, I'm considering different options here. But also for Ethereum, at the moment, we are still within this wedge pattern. We haven't broken to the upside. We're trying to, though. But then again, these trend lines aren't always super reliable. And by the way, I have to move it slightly because this wick, the wave 2 wick, basically, was a little higher. And also, there are different options here on the way down. I mean, I can even make the case for, like Bitcoin, this was actually the wave 1. And this here was the wave 2. And the 3, 4, 5 is to follow. Now, if that assumption is correct, we should see quite a strong decline and the C wave will end a bit lower. Now, I don't know what then happens with the altcoins. So that's going to be very interesting. At the moment, I'm going with the idea this is a diagonal, but understand, please, that it's not terribly clear where we are here, and you can't always get a super reliable micro count. Yeah, it certainly looks like a corrective structure. That's great. But I don't exactly know where we are here in the C wave. I think one more low should be happening. But then, as I said to you, if we break out of this trend line to the upside here of the descending broadening wedge, which is generally to be considered a bullish reversal pattern, we should have a first indication that a low was in. But it's really only the very first and very early indication. Better would be a break above 1722 because it would indicate that we're breaking above the B wave high, and it would invalidate any further downside in this structure. Yeah, I explained yesterday to you that this descending broadening wedge is, yeah, you can consider it a bullish pattern. Polkadot did something recently. They are very rare, these patterns, but they do occur. So just to show you a couple of examples, because you don't see these expanding diagonals too often. Contracting, yes, so the typical wedge shape, but you don't see those expanding diagonals too often. But also Polkadot here did something on the way down here. Let the chart load. There you go. You can see this orange descending broadening wedge. Basically, Ethereum on this chart would be here. Yeah, it also came down once more in a sharp drop and then recovered. I think Solana did something similar recently, but I don't want to show you tons of examples. I mean, it's straightforward. I'm still in favor of another dip. Or one more low. The reason is that, for example, also some altcoins like ADA, they also do one more low, ideally, and we haven't reached the 50% level. I'm always striving to get to the 50% level retracement, yeah, in a wave 2. So maybe Bitcoin, Ethereum are a little bit in different wave counts. We've seen that on the ETH BTC chart these days, that Bitcoin is outperforming ETH most likely in the coming weeks. I mean, we see that evidence now in the USD charts as well. So yeah, and that is the situation. I mean, where, for example, on the Bitcoin chart, I can consider that we still are in a B wave triangle. That's a possibility. Here, I can't do that. We just dropped too much here on the way down. Well, everything's possible. The question is it likely? For me at the moment, also price action suggests we should see continuation to the downside. Now, bear in mind, this is based on what I see at the moment. It's based on the current price action. It's based on the idea that the move down looks fairly strong, that we are still in the pattern here, and that the move up is currently clearly in 3 waves. So from that point of view, I have to assume that, but I have to change my view above the signal level, and that would be 1722. Then the next target or goal would be 1781, and from there we could actually start to round about $2,000 plus. And down there, key support will be 1459. So as long as we're holding 1459, we can focus on higher anyway. So the idea is generally to go higher. In the very short term, all I'm saying is it would be ideal to get one more low, but as I said before, as long as we're holding 1459, I'm focusing on higher out of this pattern, and below that level we just fall back into the larger support area. But of course, it would be nice to have a little bit of an additional drop to get a little bit of a better reward to risk, which is already good, I think. You know, considering we could get a third wave to the upside. But it's just if it turns around here, it's not ideal from a FIB point of view. Yeah, and it again would make the chart less clear. Why is that? And the situation is, if it really starts from here and doesn't make one more low, I could consider this drop still as part of the wave 1 based on the FIB levels. A bit like what I said for Bitcoin, it could be that this is still some kind of a 4th wave and we're going to move up in another 5th in this wave 1. Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be a problem technically, but it would just be a little bit clearer to come down a bit lower, 50% level. Then I'm happy. And if we turn around then I can be, don't want to say sure because you never know for sure, but we can be more certain that it's part of the 3rd wave. Okay, that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.